Mga kababayan, ako po si G. Tonji. Alam niyo ba na ang mga estudyante sa kolehiyo dito sa Amerika are coping with a lot of factors na baka hindi niyo po naiintindihan? There are mental health issues brought on by school, extracurricular, and personal stress. So what I want to talk about is can we get personal on the show with our students and share with the elders what really goes on for a second-generation Filipino American in the college level? I mean, there must be a lot of pressure to excel in school, as well as find a social circle that one can really connect with. So let's be open and let's discuss this with all of you. Zach, you mentioned earlier at the top of the show that you are the first person to go to college from your family.
Right.
That must be a lot of pressure riding on your shoulders. And I know growing up as a Filipino, you know, it's not about all the A's I got, but that one B that, oh, why do you have a B? I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of pressure riding on a Filipino in college.
Right.
How do you deal with all that pressure?
I like to look at it the other way. I like to think that I've been very blessed with the opportunities that my parents have provided and my ancestors have provided, and I use that as motivation on a daily basis to get through the daily stresses, to see my mom, you know, come to these events, you know, hopefully see me graduate at some point. You know, that is the reason why I do what I do, and to have that is amazing.
Awesome. Okay. What about you?
That's a big question.
It is a big question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. For me, it's coming to UCLA and being part of Samahong has really given me an avenue to really understand the circumstances that I was raised in, I guess you could say. My parents are separated, and that's kind of like a taboo in like Filipino, you know, community. But you know, everything happens for a reason. And
both your parents are Filipino?
Yes, yes,
okay.
they are. And
well, they're lucky because
yeah.
if they were in the Philippines, no divorce.
Right,
right?
Yeah.
So at least, you know, you don't want to be in a household where there's all this stress going on and there's no resolution.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
Right.
Definitely. Things are definitely better the way that they are now. So I think that, you know, having discussions with other people in the community that may have suffered, you know, under the same personal stress has really been, you know, helpful, and because of that, it's allowed me to understand that I really want to be able to give back and kind of do this in honor of my father. My dad has pancreatic cancer. He's, you know, struggled with, you know, his own personal life choices in the past, and I think Samahong has actually given me a way to engage myself in an academic approach to what he's going through, and understanding, you know, from a critical mindset, how I can be there for him in a better way. And I think the best thing that I can do is actually, you know, do the most good in the world and be involved as I can in the community. So
yeah, it's giving back. Giving back makes it part of some sort of bigger spectrum that, you know, you're not just concerned with or focused with what's going on in your personal life.
Right.
It's so much bigger
There's
than
so
that,
much more.
right? Okay, Kevin, let's end the show with you in terms of what does it mean to be a second-generation Filipino struggling with all the pressure that you get from being a Filipino in America, and what that means to be part of this, you know, collective like Samahang Filipino.
Well, I think even though we're in a current generation as, you know, second, first, 1.5 generation Filipino American students, when we really talk about the Filipino American experience, I really think what captures that is we look to our history, look to the first Filipinos who came to California, you know, the Delano Manongs who were in the fields every day. Our family back home, what really captures the Filipino American spirit is the idea of resilience, the idea that, you know, despite what's happening, we're going to keep on fighting, keep on making sure things are better for our family, make sure that the next generation really has it better. You know, that's what our parents did for us, and that's what we do every day at our college campuses, making sure that the next generation of Filipino American student leaders will have the tools to be able to thrive and to be able to lead their own communities.
Awesome. This has been such an empowering conversation with three of you. I wish you all the best, and please come back to our show on Kababayan Today.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Wow, I gotta hang out with these kids more often. Thank you so much. Ako po si G. Tonji. Maraming salamat po.